Hello, my friends. Recognize me? It's Miss Lacey. I'm not wearing a mask because I'm in my home. I have another story for you. Are you ready to hear it? Make sure you're sitting, crisscross applesauce, spoons in your bowl, in your own space. Not on somebody else's dot. Please sit on yours. Our story for today is Peter's Chair. It's by Ezra Jack Keats. We have here a picture of a little boy here, and there's a baby and a picture here, and these things, and here is a chair. I'm going to take a guess that this is Peter. What do you think? Peter's chair. Peter stretched as high as he could. There! His tall building was finished. Ooh, look how tall that building is. Look at all the things that he used to help make it. He's got a giant block with the letter S, and he's got all these other little blocks. He's got a bear that he fit in there. He's got a big block with the letter A, and way at the top he's got a little alligator. Over here we have a little doggy. Crash! Down it came. Shh, called his mother. You'll have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. Uh-oh. He was playing, and he accidentally made a lot of noise. Right now, he needs to be hush. When there's a new baby in the house, it takes a while for that baby to learn how to sleep at the right times. So when it is sleeping, you got to be quiet. That baby's having a hard time. You need to help it. Being hush is a good way to help the baby. Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. Oh, the baby's name is Susie. His mother was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought. Ooh. And they painted it pink. So here's Peter, and he's looking around the corner with the dog at this beautiful room. Look how beautiful. And here's Mommy, and she's looking at the cradle. Here's the cradle. A cradle is a special bed that's made just for little babies. It's a good, safe place to put them, so that way you can take care of them easily and they won't wander off or get hurt. This used to be his, but he says that they painted it pink. Why do you suppose they painted it pink? Looks like they got a lot of pink things around there for his sister. Maybe they're hoping that she'll like the color pink. It's a friendly color. I like it. Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint sister's high chair? See? His daddy's painting the high chair the same color of pink. It's my high chair, whispered Peter. Oh, you can't see his whole face, but look. You can tell that's not a happy face. Peter's got some pretty big feelings about what's happening here, and it doesn't seem like he's happy. So we now know that they took the cradle that used to be his, and they made it pink, and now they're taking this high chair that used to be his, and they're making it pink. And he's not happy. He's saying, that's mine. He saw his crib. Oh, that's a big bed that's for babies. And muttered, my crib. It's painted pink too. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet, Peter shouted. Oh, so they've painted the crib. Now look at Peter. He's big enough where he can talk. He can stand on his tippy toes and build tall towers. He can walk all around that house. Do you think he needs that cradle? Do you think he needs this crib? Do you think he needed that high chair to sit and eat at? I don't think that he needs those anymore. Now, do you think he needs this teeny tiny chair? I feel like maybe he doesn't need those things, but he's still feeling like he wants them. He picked it up and he ran to his room. Oh, he's running. He's got the chair. He's going. Let's run away, Willie, he said. I'm guessing Willie is the dog. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. We'll take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and a picture of me from when I was a baby. Willie got his bone. The dog is helping to pack. Oh, he's giving him hugs and love. He's got a kind of a worried face now, huh? What do you suppose he's worried about happening? They went outside and stood in front of his house. This is a good place, said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. So now we're getting a better understanding of the front of the book. Here he is again. Now we know he's in the front of the house. He's got his chair and he's got the painting of himself from when he was a baby. He remembers that these were things that were his. And he also knows that he was a baby one time. But is he a baby now? No, he's not. But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big. Look at that. I think that's something he forgot about when he was making all of these plans to run away with this chair. He's taking a chair away from his baby sister. It's a baby chair. Is he a baby? He is not. He can't use these things. He's too big now. His mother came to the window and called, "Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch." Peter and Willie made believe that they didn't hear. But Peter got an idea. When Mommy calls, it's best to listen and go to her. You can have big feelings, but being safe means that you've got to be part of the group. Soon his mother saw signs that Peter was home. Look at that. That rascal is hiding behind the curtain, she said happily. She's looking. She sees some shoes under the curtain. She's thinking maybe those are him. She moved the curtain away, but he wasn't there. Oh, he was tricking. "Here I am," shouted Peter. He couldn't help it. He was planning on hiding, but he likes a good trick. He tricked his mommy. He's so silly. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." I think that's a good idea. Look, here's little Susie's arm. Look how small. That tiny chair, it's not useful to Peter anymore. And Susie's she's his sister, and she's part of the family team. So even though that chair was his, it's really that it was his to use when he needed it. But he doesn't need it anymore. Someone else in the family does. It's best to pass that along. And they did. Now he's helping. That's a good brother. He's being a helper. The dog is not being a helper. Look at all these little footprints. Oh, that's going to be a whole mess for them to have to clean up later on. The end. We have a lot of clothes that are our favorite for a moment. And we have a lot of things that we love to eat for a moment. And sometimes we change. We grow. Our ideas of what's fun can sometimes change. Maybe we used to only love to wear orange, but now we know that more colors are fun. When these things are no longer needed, it's time to let them go and give them to someone who can use them. If you loved a certain snack all the time and your family got a whole bunch of it, it's okay to share. If you loved a whole lot of one cartoon character and now you're starting to like some other ones too, it's okay to share. There's other people who like these things too. It's not throwing away when you hand it to someone who needs it. You don't want to waste. And you know what? If you need it back someday, I'm sure they'd be willing to give it back again. All right, that's the end of our story time for today. It's just a little story, but it's a good one. I'll see you next time, my friends. Be so good. Bye-bye.